Hey Mo, did you know that when I was kid, the radiator looked to me as a gladiator?
What? What do you mean by that?
Well, if you look at it, it has these white protections on the arms and the legs. It's scary, it's big, and it's all shielded with metal. And the name is kinda similar. Well, it may sound funny, but if we perceive our environment in an imaginative way, we can be able to look at the architecture and the city with a critical and curious eye.
So that's exactly our purpose, to stimulate you to discover the built environment in an imaginative and critical way. Today we will be exploring 5 different spaces in the city.
You're watching Stripping Architecture, and let's start stripping!
Are you still laughing about radiators being perceived as gladiators? Well, look at this office building. It looks a bit like a radiator, which, if you follow our logic, it has something to do with gladiators.
So this building looks like a modern day arena where gladiators fight, but the workers are the gladiators fighting with their ideas and working skills for survival. Don't you think? Who's laughing now?
We all celebrate our heroes, but many of these heroes are based on myths, and sometimes it feels like greater the myth, bigger the statue of the hero.
These monuments were left actually as a food for our ego. We are walking around these monuments as angry sharks in order to feed their ego-hungry stomach.
Monarchies has left us with giant structures. This, for example, is the arsenal, a military infrastructure in Brussels that was storing all the artillery and weapons for the kingdom.
Well, actually, the majority of these buildings are empty, outdated, and surrounded by huge walls. Why they don't open them for public?
Maybe there are some huge giants living inside.
Wait.
Long corridors are a very practical element as they really can give transition to distance points in enclosed space.
Hallways are transitional spaces, but we have to be very careful when we design them to make them animated. Otherwise, they are transition to fear, trauma, and emotional stress.
Cookie cutter is a phrase used for a row or group of houses built in identical style. That is great for reducing building costs, but it can also make one neighborhood monotone and monolith. But look how addition of only one little tiny element can change the monolith character of one neighborhood or even society.
Like, for example, in this case, both neighbors has agreed to put a controversial bust for a notorious king.
Because Belgium is still divided if he is Spider-Man or Dr. Octopus of Belgium.
Thanks for watching again, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and discuss about the notorious Belgian king.
See you!